Hi there everyone, Happy New Year. Russ Douglas 222 again, bringing you a very honest, detailed review of the brand new Reximex Mito S PCP pistol, well, PCP air pistol and carbine. This video accompanies my detailed article in March's Airgun World magazine, and a few essential accessories included, but you'll see more about that in the video in a minute. I include a full chrono string, which is surprisingly long here, and there's footage of me shooting this fella both offhand at GARC indoors on the 10-meter range, and via a novel method I came up with, shooting it standing, rested, with the shoulder stock added. Watch on for more. Hope you enjoy it. I'll move the camera around and do a wee unboxing and then explain in detail about the pistol carbine. Okay, from Reximex we bring you the Mito S. This pistol's kindly been loaned by Lloyd at Blackpool Air Rifles. Very nice durable carry case, and it could be lockable via the zippers. So we have eggshell lined foam lid and a sort of fairly firm foam lined base. You get a Reximex baseball cap, an instruction manual, a cleaning cloth, and a couple of targets and a sample chrono string showing that this fella puts out about 5 foot-pounds. This is the Mito S, S for synthetic, and it comes with a shoulder stock. You'll see here, and also for example on the back cover of Airgun World magazine, where I've recently seen advertised, the bull barrel shroud with a dovetail top rail with Picatinny style slots is available also in 3 other colours other than black. General user guide including loading the magazine, safety instructions, cocking it, uncocking it, making it safe, using the detachable stock, and trigger adjustment wise it simply says use an Allen wrench for trigger adjustment as shown. Most PCP air pistols you would have something a little bit more detailed than that. There is instructions on adjusting the regulator, maintenance, replacement of O-rings, lubrication and storage. Mito S for synthetic, and the Mito W has an identical shaped ambidextrous grip, but W for walnut. We've got a safety catch which you push it in from the right hand side where it's marked S, and that's when you can fire it. Push it in from the left on F, and that's when it's on safe. And at the back of the grip here you have a hole on the back of the upper tang and a hole at the base, which is where the shoulder stock clicks on, and there's a button here. Press the button to detach the shoulder stock. Okay, so if you buy the Mito W you don't get the shoulder stock, but you then have more space in the grip to store pellets and a red dot sight. So just to go through the accessories, we have 2 7-shot magazines, and you've got a small arrow here indicating the direction to load a mag. It's clearly labelled .22 calibre, 7 shots, and an arrow pointing anti-clockwise. So you move the faceplate anti-clockwise all the way, block the rear hole with the finger, drop a pellet in, that stops everything moving. Whoops. And then rotate the faceplate clockwise and drop your remaining 6 pellets in head first. There's a slight detente, and there's the face of the wad cutters, and these are my latest lead pellets, which are RWS Hobby wad cutters, 11.9 grain. So we've got 2 7-shot magazines. This fella's 2.2, but the 9-shot magazines in 177 calibre, which, as you'll know, is a more common PCP pistol calibre for target shooting. You've also got here in this quite stiff foam a slot-in single shot loading tray where you the idea is you roll the pellet sideways down the ramp and direct it towards the muzzle. We have a bag of accessories. I'll zoom in for you for this. The bag of accessories includes a brass fill probe, which I've added a Best Fittings QD to. You also have 2 Allen keys, several spare O-rings. It comes with a fixed, non-adjustable rear sight that you can slide onto the dovetail rail and fix with the 1.5mm Allen key on the pistol. And you'll see I've already got the adjustable rear sight in place on the dovetail rail, though this is only adjustable for windage, not for elevation. There's a very small amount of elevation adjustment available on the front blade, but I found it was shooting about 3 or 4 inches low at 10 meters. To raise it, you would have to raise the rear sight. But I think basically with a dovetail rail here at this rear section and a longer dovetail rail here, the forward section, I would say this pistol and carbine is intended for use with red dot sight from the off. Also supplied is this fella, which is a thread adapter, male to male. So it screws in here and it allows you to fit a moderator to the muzzle, and this pistol is very, very loud. I used the Huggett Mini Magna throughout my testing, straight onto the 1/2 inch UNF male adapter. The fill probe slides in here, and it's a 50cc air cylinder with a color-coded pressure gauge on the front, and the fill pressure is 200 bar. It starts at roughly 5 foot-pounds, and I found that when it reached 400 feet per second, which is 4.2 foot-pounds, I got 125 shots out of this fella, as you'll see, and very, very consistent. Pistol has a short side lever cocking lever, which is not very difficult to cock, but as you can see here, you have to make sure the cocking lever is back before it'll slide in, and when it slides in, when it's flush here, that's correct, because you've got the raised surface here that slides into a groove here on the loading bay, and it is possible to load it in slightly high and you get this situation. So you've got to avoid that. So you slide the magazine in flush here and it clicks onto this sprung detente, like so. Okay, push in from the right, pull back the cocking lever and let it go forward under pressure, and action is decockable. Okay, Reximex Mito S, topped up to 200 bar, still visible just past the moderator I've just fitted. Okay, so loading a magazine in from the right, loaded with RWS Hobby wad cutters, 11.9 grain. I've added my Huggett Mini Magna moderator via the supplied adapter. This is very quiet. Right, and I can't close the bolt on an empty magazine, which is good. Slide the mag out from the right, slide a full mag in from the right. although it's dropped from 5 foot-pounds, still very consistent. I think I'll stop when I reach 400 feet per second. Right, that's 400. I'll call it a day there, and we'll see how many shots we've got. 125. That's phenomenal. 4.7 foot bounds. Average 422 feet per second, from a minimum of 400 to a maximum of 438. That's stunning. A spread of 38 feet per second. Standard deviation equals 8. Started this test. The Mito S was at about 120 bar. And after 125 shots, it's showing about 95 bar. Very impressive considering it's only a 50cc cylinder. So I'm really keen to see how this fares at 10 meter pistol shooting, and also with the shoulder stock fitted as a carbine. Although with the shoulder stock fitted, you can't get your head low enough to use the open sights. So I'll be attaching a red dot sight via either the rear rail or the front rail. I just checked the trigger pull and that came in at 4 pounds on the button. Okay, so we have the Reximex Mito S for synthetic with the supplied adapter fitted and the Huggett Mini Magna. This fella is loud, so you've got to use a moderator, indoors or outdoors. 7-shot magazine fitted. Unfortunately, this fella's 2.2. I'm using RWS Hobbies flatheads, and these are only 11.9 grain, just to get the most velocity I can out of it and hopefully get some crisp holes downrange. So, side lever cocking, and then you push the safety in from the right, it says S, and that's it, ready to fire. And it's still firing very low. Oh, that third shot was just under the bull. The other two were in the same hole, 3 inches low. Try a fourth one. That's low. So I've got 2 left. And then I'll put the red dot sight on. Bring the target back to check it out. So, one's high by a fluke, and that's 4 shots in 3 holes. Okay, so now I've got a small multi-reticle red dot sight, adjustable brightness, and what I've done is I've fitted 2 small snap-in dovetail to Picatinny adapters. So I'm going to fit this, slide it on to the rail, and use some handy Allen keys, tighten it up. Oops. Having done all that, I'm a bit shaky now, so I need to sit down for 5 minutes. That one was just off the bull. And so was that. So you can see it's shooting to the right, but that was with my very shaky right arm. I can adjust the sights obviously to the left if need be. Right, so time is of the essence, so I have the red dot sight still on. I'm going to add the Mito S's skeletal shoulder stock. Forward, and what I'm going to do now, hopefully, is brace my arm and let's see how well this groups. That feels pretty steady. Nice group, all pellets are high, so I'll be adjusting the sight downwards. And cocking lever locks open, so that's when my 7 shots are gone. Back it comes. And that's a very nice group. 50-piece piece size, so I'll adjust the sights downwards and try again. Finger, thumb holds cocking lever back. This should be more like it. Yep, that's a lot better. That's a 7-shot group. I obviously turned the sight down a little bit too far. That's the Mito S. Clearly capable of some very nice grouping. 7 shots. Apart from this flyer, it basically would have been a 5p piece size group. So what I'm going to do now is move across to lane 8 and try a 25-meter group. And I've not got a lot of time left this evening, so I think I'll do that with the stock on and using a gun rest. So wish me luck. So here we are at the 25-meter range, and apologies for any flicker picked up by the digital camera on the fluorescent lights. I'm going to go for this bull here, and I'm going to leave the sights for now adjusted for 10 meters, so I'm expecting to strike about here. Wish me luck. Okay, there's my thumb. So that's 7 shots. Granted they were rested, but I was aiming here, zeroed at 10 meters, and that's not a bad size of group. Let's just see that compared to a coin. There we go. A £2 coin covers all but one of the center holes. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is quickly reload one magazine and aim high at the top of the target in line with the blue ring, but above the bull.
Well, that's quiet.
Well, I've got this big moderator on, you see. Because this pistol is so loud.
That's what you didn't like about it.
Right, that's all 7. So I'll stop recording and I'll just go and have a look and see how good that group is. This time I was aiming here, and these are my pellets, these two pellets. I'd missed the fact that someone's already done some 177s, one there and a few here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure where the 7th is. That's not a bad grouping, and considering I had a vague aim point, but quite happy with that. Here we are at Grampian Air Rifle Club, and Tony's just been kindly helping me. And here's Tony, and this is Tony who was in one of my very early Airgun World articles, and one day here he was minding his own business in Aberdeen, reading his copy of Airgun World, and he read about this club and came along. Is that right, Tony?
Yeah, and it's your fault that I'm now a 4th year member now.
Hey!
And it's all his fault.
Guilty as charged. So, but you just said yourself to me, Tony, that it's kind of changed life a bit.
Yeah, I love it.
Excellent.
Wonderful body of men.
And women, a few women. Yeah. But brilliant. So Tony's become one of our die-hard regulars.
Everyone should join an air rifle club. The hints and the tips that you pick up are truly amazing. I learn something every week I come. Every week I learn something. And
everyone's happy to lend each other's rifles to newcomers?
That's right, yeah.
So they can try something new?
Oh, yeah. I'm quite happy for any new boy to, do you want to have a go with my gun?
We all do that with every gun we have. Anyway, thanks very much, Tony.
Have a happy humbug.
Cheers. Thanks very much for watching. Hope this has been interesting for you. Please like if you like it, and share it, and subscribe to my channel for more. Lots more footage coming soon. I've currently got the Wraith 4K scope from Optics Warehouse and Elite Optical. I've got that on review right now. Bruce and I are also reviewing the Huggett Micro TE19C, which is a thermal scope, a few models down from the TQ50C we've already reviewed. This one's aimed at, pun intended, air gunners and FAC air gunners. I'm dying to get this one out on my permissions and get it tested. So all that's coming soon. Here's to a happy and healthy new year. Enjoy your shooting. All the best. Cheers.